By 8 in the morning, I'm the girl everyone ignores at Lincoln High. Quiet, studious, invisible. By 8 in the evening, I become someone completely different. Someone dangerous. If you want to find out what happens when my secret life crashes into my real life, please like and subscribe our channel. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you.
The agency found me 3 years ago. They said I had something special, something rare, a genetic predisposition for enhanced pattern recognition and memory, the ability to see what others miss, perfect for espionage. They call him Alex, my handler, the only person who knows what I really am, and the only person I can completely trust, or so I thought.
Yo, Sarah, real talk. You've been distant for weeks. Are you okay? You're like sleeping in every morning now. That's not you.
I joined a community service program. It's competitive and takes a lot of time. That's why I'm tired. It's just temporary until the summer program ends. Did you know that a teenager's brain is uniquely capable of adapting to high-stress training and memory tasks better than adults? That's exactly why organizations like the one I work for target people my age.
Target is international corporate spy trying to sell classified technology. You'll be embedded in a high school summer STEM competition to observe his daughter before she makes the exchange. Simple reconnaissance, in and out, no complications.
The hardest part wasn't the physical training or the dangerous missions. It was the switching. Every single day, innocent girl, deadly agent, innocent girl, deadly agent, and nobody could ever know. Things are just complicated right now, Marcus. There's stuff you don't understand. Stuff I can't explain. That's when I realized something terrifying. You can't turn it off. The training, the awareness, the instinct to assess threats. At school, at the mall, at home with my parents, there is no off switch.
Did you know that hypervigilance, constant heightened awareness of threats, can actually improve focus and memory in people trained for it? But it also makes it impossible to relax. Ever. I knew Sarah was hiding something, and I couldn't stop myself from trying to find out what. I told myself it was to protect her. Looking back, I'm not sure that was the whole truth.
Where did she go? How did she just vanish?
The target's daughter was supposed to pass a data drive at the competition. Simple. But then I noticed something the agency missed. Someone was already watching her. Someone else wanted that drive. That's when I saw her. Jordan Blake. Another agent. But not from my agency. She worked for the rival organization. And she was hunting the same target.
Oh no. What was Marcus doing here? He was supposed to be at home. How did he even know where to find me?
Chen, you have 2 minutes before Blake's team compromises the location. Get the data and extract. Now. Go. Now. Don't look back. Don't ask questions. Did you know that the brain's ability to compartmentalize, to keep different memories and identities separate, is actually strongest in people aged 15 to 20? That's why the agency targets teenagers. But it comes with a cost nobody warns you about.
Sarah, you're like barely holding it together. What's going on? You're scaring me. Okay, fine, don't tell me. But Sarah, friendship is a two-way thing. You can't keep shutting me out.
You performed adequately at the venue. However, your extraction was messy. Blake almost compromised the operation. We need better tactical efficiency.
Is this who I am? Is Sarah Chen the girl in the gray hoodie just a character I play? Or is Sarah Chen the tactical agent in black just a tool? Who am I when nobody's watching? What happens if I can't find my way back?
Your next target is higher risk. International crime organization. Money laundering. Arms dealing. 3 other agencies have lost agents on this case. Do you understand what that means?
Did you know that teenage brains have a higher threshold for risk perception? Young people genuinely believe they're less likely to suffer consequences. That's not stupidity, that's neurobiology, and it's exactly why I was perfect for this job.
I followed you. I saw you disappear in that building. I know something big is going on and you're lying to my face about it. So I'm asking you directly, what are you really doing?
I can't tell you, Marcus. You have to trust me.
This is better. Better for you?
Better for both of us.
Just stop asking.
That's when I decided if Sarah wouldn't tell me the truth, I'd find it myself. I had no idea how much that decision would hurt her, and how it would put her in danger. Did you know that the brain's loyalty response is strongest when we believe someone we trust is in danger? It actually overrides their stated wishes for privacy? That's what was happening to me with Sarah.
I know you're looking for information about Sarah Chen. I can help you. But first, you need to understand what she's actually involved in. There's an organization, secret, powerful. They recruit teenagers because your brains are still plastic, still trainable. Your best friend Sarah, she's been trained, and from what I've gathered, she's really good at it.
She's been training as a spy? This whole time? We're supposed to be best friends and she didn't trust me enough to even tell me?
I didn't know how I knew, but I knew something had changed. Something with Marcus. The feeling was like watching a mission fall apart in real time. That sinking sensation that everything was about to explode.
I know about the organization. I know they recruited you. I know you're an agent. How long were you going to keep lying to me?
No, Marcus knew.
That's the moment everything changed. That second when I realized my two worlds had collided and there was no going back. No compartmentalization possible anymore. Marcus knew.
Yes, I'm trained as a spy. The organization found me 3 years ago. They said I had a gift.
And I thought I could keep you safe by keeping you separate from it. Did you know that when trust is broken between people who care about each other, the rebuilding process is actually more bonding than the original trust? But that only works if both people commit to honesty.
Sarah, your security protocol has been compromised. The Johnson boy knows about the program, about you. That makes him a liability.
No, Marcus is not a liability. He's my best friend and I brought him into this.
So either we find a way to keep him safe, or I'm walking away from all of this.
The organization has made a decision. Marcus Johnson will be brought in for debriefing and psychological evaluation. If he passes, he can be turned. If he doesn't, he becomes a security risk that must be neutralized.
Marcus, listen to me carefully. The organization wants to bring you in. They're going to contact you and you need to be ready. You have to commit completely to whatever they ask or—
What? An organization? What's going on, Sarah?
I made the choice to join them. Not because I wanted adventure or power, but because Sarah was in this world and I couldn't protect her from the outside. So I became a part of it. Having Marcus here changed everything. It wasn't the betrayal I'd feared. It was having someone in this world who actually knew me, all of me, and chose to stay.
Our first mission together was the most dangerous we'd faced. We had to protect a witness before the organization could eliminate her. And for the first time, I had backup from someone I actually trusted. Hello, Sarah. Johnson. Nice to see you've brought your friend into the game. That either makes this easier or much more complicated.
That's when I started questioning everything. If Jordan was right about the organization being wrong, then what did that make us? What did that make me? Suddenly being a spy didn't feel heroic. It felt morally complicated in ways nobody prepared me for.
We were supposed to extract the witness safely. We had the best intelligence. We prepared perfectly. We were trained for exactly this situation. None of that mattered. Her name was Elena. She was 16. The organization had been using her like they used me, like they used Marcus. And we were supposed to save her. We failed.
Expecting me changes in the mediated pearls is not covered from. It's something you live with.
She was just a kid, just like us. And we got her killed. The organization we worked for, they didn't care. They said it was acceptable loss. Acceptable loss. She was a person. The loss is regrettable. However, the mission provided valuable intelligence about rival organization operations.
The exchange of assets for information is acceptable. You knew this might happen. You sent us on a mission you knew might fail. And you're calling Elena an acceptable loss? She was a person, Alex. She was a human being who couldn't say no like we couldn't say no. Due to your emotional instability following the mission, you'll undergo psychological evaluation. Failure to demonstrate proper agency control will result in reassignment or termination.
Even when they tried to separate us, to make us feel alone in our trauma, we found ways to stay connected. A hand squeeze, a look, silent words that only we could understand.
I didn't see it coming. The capture, the extraction. One of our own, someone we trusted, had been working for the rival organization the whole time, feeding them information, leading us into traps.
Your organization has been trying to dismantle our operation. That ends now. You'll give us names, locations, everything. Or we'll start with your friend Marcus and work our way through the entire agency. That's when things got complicated. When I found out Alex wasn't just my handler, he was something else entirely. Something he'd hidden for 8 years. You're safe. You're going to be okay. I won't let them hurt you again. Never again. There's something I need to tell you. Something I've been hiding from you since the day you joined the organization. The reason I recruited you. The reason I've been so protective. The reason I'm about to change everything you believe about who you are. Your name wasn't always Chen. It was Morgan. Like mine. I'm your father, Sarah. I fake-fied you anyway. I had to be, even if it had to be as a stranger. You know that certain agent emotional control can be inherited? Sarah didn't just happen to have the gifts of the organization from Alex, and Alex inherited them from his parents. It was generational.
If you've been my handler the whole time, does that mean you chose to send me on missions knowing I could die? Does that mean you wanted me to become what you tried to protect me from?
Yes. Every mission I sent you on, I knew there was a risk. Every time I made the choice to send you anyway because I was trying to protect you from something worse. But that doesn't absolve her as an agent.
Forgiveness switched you in at a moment, and that night, it's a process. But because I finally understood, he did the impossible best he could with impossible choices. How many?
How many other kids did they turn into weapons?
Did you know that worldwide, over 300,000 children are involved in armed conflict or coercive organizations? That was just one part of the truth Sarah was about to uncover.
When they told me you escaped, I couldn't believe it. What's the plan? How do we help the others? For 8 years, I've been collecting evidence against the organization. Names, locations, financial records, everything we need to expose them and shut them down. But I couldn't do it alone. I needed the people they trained. I needed you.
I've been working against my organization for 2 years. They're doing the same thing Alex's organization does, using kids as weapons. I'm ready to take them down, if you'll have me on your team. In that moment, something shifted. We weren't victims anymore. We weren't tools. We were agents with a purpose we chose for ourselves. We were going to take down the organization and free the other kids. Did you know that when people, especially young people, regain agency and choice in their lives, their brain's reward centers actually activate at people who've never lost seeking justice? We weren't reclaiming our lives. The first agent we rescued was crying. The second thanked us through the tears. By the fifth extraction, we were seeing patterns. The organization wasn't just training weapons. They were trapping kids who had nowhere else to go. Everything you've done is illegal. Every agent you recruited under duress, every underage operative, every psychological manipulation, I have documentation of all of it, and I'm releasing it.
We extracted 47 agents that night. 47 teenagers who were finally given a choice. Most of them had never been given a choice in their lives. The organization didn't know what hit them.
In what authorities are calling the largest case of youth exploitation ever uncovered, an international organization has been 47 young people, some as young as 14, have been freed from coercive military-style training programs.
You've all been through something no young person should experience. But you're safe now. And you have each other. That matters.
I was so angry at you for lying. But now I understand you were trying to protect me. We're okay, right?
Did you know that young people actually have a better capacity for recovery from trauma than adults? The same plasticity that made us vulnerable to manipulation also makes us capable of profound healing. With support, we can rebuild.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I'm home.
Everything I've told you over the past 3 years was a lie. Because I was working as a spy. And the man in the doorway, he's my father. And he's been helping me the whole time. You've been in danger this whole time.
And we didn't know. We couldn't protect you. I know I don't have the right to ask for forgiveness. I left you to raise our daughter alone while I faked my own death, but I want you to know that I loved you both. Even when I was gone, everything I did was to protect you.
What we have here are people who love each other deeply but were forced to make impossible choices. The path forward isn't about blame. It's about rebuilding trust through honesty.
Healing isn't about everything being okay. It's about choosing to be honest and present with each other, even when it's awkward. Especially when it's awkward. And that's what we started doing.
You know, I never thought I'd miss regular high school drama. Homecoming dance, calculus tests, normal friend drama. Now I can't get enough of it.
So this is where normal people hang out at lunch? It's weird, but not terrible. Jordan, you transferred. This is great.
Yeah, welcome to the weird side.
Did you know that resilience isn't about recovering completely to how you were before trauma? It's about integrating the trauma into your life story and choosing to grow from it. We weren't the same people we were before the organization. We were better.
Our oversight work is essential to prevent the damage I once saw. Your insights are crucial, Alex. How do we proceed? We dismantle them systematically, starting with these regulations.
Sarah's mom started working with the other agents we rescued, helping them rebuild their lives the way she'd helped Sarah, taking the worst thing that happened to her family and turning it into help for others.
I got into MIT, Stanford, and Harvard. I've been waitlisted at Berkeley. A year ago, I couldn't have imagined just choosing a college based on which one felt right. The friendship I thought I'd destroyed by lying to Marcus turned out to be the strongest thing in my life. Because it was built on truth, finally. Real, honest truth.
After 1 year of investigations, the last operational facilities of the criminal organization have been shut down. All remaining operatives have been apprehended. The 47 young people who were illegally recruited are all receiving ongoing support.
By day, I'm a normal student. I go to classes, eat lunch with friends, worry about college. But I'm not ashamed of my nights anymore. Those nights made me who I am.
We went from being weapons to being people, from isolation to family, from mission to home, and we did it together.
To us. We made it. Together.
Did you know that people who've experienced trauma often become the best helpers for others experiencing similar trauma? Not because of the trauma, but because of their resilience, perspective, and genuine empathy.
If Sarah can survive that and come out stronger in helping others, maybe I can figure out my own path too.
I forgave you a long time ago. Not because what you did was right, but because I understand you could with the possible circumstances.
and you helped me become someone I'm proud to be. Did you know that when parents heal from trauma, it actually rewires their children's trauma responses? Alex's healing helped Sarah heal. Sarah's healing is helping other young agents heal. That's generational resilience.
These 4 individuals showed extraordinary courage in exposing an international criminal organization. More importantly, they prioritized the safety and recovery of other young people over their own ease. We honor them today.
I got in. I actually got in. I'm going to study computer science and eventually work on cybersecurity for organizations fighting exploitation. I just want to say thank you to all of you for choosing honesty and healing instead of staying stuck in anger, because now I can actually have a family again. By day, I'm a normal student named Sarah Chen. I go to classes, worry about tests, hang out with friends. By night, well, I sleep now. Not a weapon, and that's annoying.
So this is where you're going to change the world? Looks pretty good for that.
If law school can handle a former teenage spy with a criminal organization background, I'm going to destroy in these classes.
We need international standards for protecting young people from exploitation by military and intelligence organizations. That's what this committee is established to create.
The other 47 agents we rescued didn't all become spies or government officials. Most of them just became teenagers. Normal, healing, growing teenagers. And that was the whole point.
I'm not sure if this is weird, but I've seen you in physics, and I thought maybe you'd want to study together?
Did you know that trauma survivors who've done healing work actually often have healthier romantic relationships than people without trauma history? Because they've learned not to take their relationships for granted.
Jordan, what are you doing here? I thought you went to a different school.
Marcus! Wow, small world. I transferred here last semester.
That's awesome. We should catch up.
We never expected those two to find each other romantically. But it made perfect sense. Nobody understood what the other had been through except someone who'd survived it too. We call it second chances, because everyone deserves a second chance at being a normal young person.
Did you know that people who transform their trauma into purpose and service actually show better long-term psychological outcomes than people who simply try to move past trauma? Purpose becomes medicine.
I took all the surveillance and tactical skills the organization taught me and redirected them towards cybersecurity. I'm using what they built in me to protect people instead of harm them.
You were all trained to be weapons, but you're actually artists, scholars, athletes, leaders. The organization told you who you had to be. Now you get to discover who you actually are.
A year ago, I couldn't imagine having a normal birthday party with people who actually knew me and liked me for me. This is everything I wanted. Being a normal student is harder than being a spy. There's no training for this, no missions, just trying to figure out who I am when nobody expects anything from me.
Marcus chose a different school, not to run away from Sarah or our shared past, but to build a life that was truly his own, to prove he could stand on his own 2 feet.
I thought after everything with the organization, I wouldn't know how to have a normal relationship. But it turns out trust and honesty were exactly what I learned, the hard way.
Within 2 years, Alex had helped pass 3 major bills protecting minors from exploitation by military and intelligence organizations. His personal journey had become policy change.
Did you know that 89% of youth who receive proper trauma-informed care and support after extraction from exploitation successfully reintegrate into normal life? The organization tried to break them, but resilience won.
Hey Marcus, I miss you.
I miss you too, Sarah, but distance doesn't matter anymore. We've survived worse than separation. We're going to be in each other's lives forever.
Forever. I realized I didn't have to wait to get my degree in computer science to start helping people. Trauma survivors helping trauma survivors. That's something no degree teaches you. 2 years into college, I realized I'd spent more time as a normal person than I had as a spy. The spy part felt like a different lifetime. The memories were there, but they didn't define me anymore.
I spent 3 years being trained as a weapon. I want to spend the rest of my life building instead of destroying. Peace Corps feels like the right
I
name.
understand completely. Let's discuss your placement options.
We just shut down the supply chain for a trafficking network. This is what it looks like when someone who understands the system from inside uses the legal system to fight back.
Did you know that when survivors take action to prevent future victimization, it actually rewires their entire trauma response system? We weren't victims seeking healing. We were catalysts for change.
My junior year project involved creating detection systems for unauthorized surveillance networks. I was using my most traumatic training to protect others. Full circle.
I'm proud of the woman you've become. Not because of what you've survived, but because of what you've chosen to do with that survival. You transform pain into purpose.
That means everything, Dad.
Did you know that young people who've experienced trauma often become the most effective humanitarian workers? They understand systemic injustice firsthand and approach solutions with radical empathy.
We're in family therapy now. Real healing, not just surviving.
I never thought we'd get here.
It's a relief. We're stronger now.
I'm the first former exploitation victim to graduate from my law school. And I'm not the last. This degree means something different to me than it does to anyone else here.
Senior year, 4 years after the organization's collapse, 3 years of normal college life, and I was about to graduate into a world where I could actually use my skills to protect people. Did you know that trauma survivors who find purpose and community actually show better long-term health outcomes than the general population? They've learned what matters. They don't waste time.
6 months felt like forever. Seeing you in person, I forgot how much I missed you.
3 former trafficking victims are now safe. The organization's assets are frozen. And I did this. We did this. Justice is real. Did you know that the most effective support for exploitation victims comes from people who've survived it themselves? Lived experience is irreplaceable expertise. 4 years ago, I was a girl escaping from interrogation. Now I'm graduating from MIT with job offers from 3 major cybersecurity firms, all interested in hiring someone who understands exploitation network.
We were 4 teenagers bound by trauma and trained as weapons. We became 4 young adults bound by choice and dedicated to healing. That's the real victory.
This is where I belong. Building communities, helping young people find paths to opportunity. This is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life.
We shut down 12 trafficking networks.
Our treaty now protects 87 countries. We've helped over 500 victims and are launching a cybersecurity startup.
Their improvisation isn't theoretical, it's personal.
We're building technology that identifies surveillance networks before they can recruit vulnerable young people. Every line of code is personal. I could have gone into intelligence work after all this, but I chose to be a teacher instead, because I can protect 10 times more people by showing them how to protect themselves than I ever could as an agent. Elena was 16. She was supposed to have a whole life. We honor her by making sure no other 16-year-old gets taken the way she was. That's how we carry her memory forward. By day, I'm Sarah Chen, entrepreneur and educator.
By night, I sleep peacefully knowing I'm protecting people.
That's all I ever wanted.
Not to be a weapon in someone else's hands.
But to choose how my strengths serves the